Good afternoon. This video is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be an update on the fleet, and it's also going to be, I'm going to reveal to you my boot full of stuff, what has arrived in the post this week. Some of it I've paid for, some of it I've got as sponsorships, but I think you're going to like all of it because I don't order stuff and take on sponsorships for stuff that I don't want or I don't think you'll like. So first up, let's have a little bit of a fleet update because there's been a lot of changes this week, and then I'm going to talk you through all the stuff that has arrived in my car. Right, first up, we're actually going to go through them bit by bit, but I've realised there's one that I've forgotten, which is the Seat Leon. I always forget that one because it's with Luke and it's not doing a fat lot at the moment. So let's just knock these off as we go. So we've got the Volvo 850 TDI. This has been repatriated back from Bulgaria. That's not going anywhere, so that is staying here. The car that I'm filming in right now is the red one. That's the 850 TDI that needs a gearbox. And then we've got the V70 TDI that needs an engine. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but we'll come on to that soon. The Mini Cooper S arrived yesterday. Hopefully by now you've seen my road trip video when I went down to collect it. That is going to be staying, so that's all good. We'll hang on to that for a little bit.
It's not even working!
Oh, one stopped working already. No, it's working now. Oi! That's perfect. They all go different directions. Get off my car.
Stop!
I'm gonna GTA this bitch.
Buick Skylark. Right, if they're sold or gone, I'm going to mark them as green. So all the ones in red are staying and the ones in green are going or gone. The Skylark is already allocated. I've had someone contact me about that car already, so more on that soon. I need to update you further down on a video. I still own the V70 Cross Country, the brown one, GFF. That is staying for a little while. And I also bought well, I didn't. I helped someone buy a Volkswagen Passat. I don't really know why I've put it on this spreadsheet, but I guess, yeah, that was what I've been doing this week. Sorted a Volkswagen Passat out for someone in Spain. They then drove it to Portugal, and I've just helped them get all the documentation sorted to take it to Albania. So we'll be seeing that car later in the year when I will review it. That's a very interesting one. Thank you very much to the person that got in touch and offered me that car. You have helped a family get out of a hole. The 850 2.5 manual. These are incoming. What colour should we do for incoming? Let's just leave them, shall we? I got offered this week, an 850 2.5 manual estate in red, and I said yes, and then I got offered another one. So I've got two 850 2.5 manuals. I think one's a 20 valve and one's a 10 valve. So those are on the way in. The motorhome, I have done a list of what needs doing, and that is getting done. I promise you, it's going to get done. Then you've got the Ford Mondeo 1.8 TD. I'll leave that one blank because that's incoming as well. I think Paul Truman found that for sale on Marketplace, sent it to me. It was local to him. We put in a stupidly cheap offer, and it was accepted. And only after the offer was accepted did Paul and I realise that it was a turbo diesel. I think nobody was buying it because they thought it was a petrol. So that's incoming. The Saab 9.3 Cabriolet, that is on eBay, and hopefully by the time you're watching this video, the person has won it on eBay and been in touch. So that was gone as well. The green Mini Cabrio is currently in leak. I think it's sold, but I am sort of waiting any minute now for her to send me a text message saying, actually, I don't like it. Can you come and get it back? So if you'd like to get in line to be the next person to buy the green Mini, then do get in touch because I suspect that one might come back. What should we do with that? Let's mark it red because it is technically gone and I have got half the money. The Volvo 850 TDI Dusty, you all saw on Friday night, has been delivered to the gentleman with the Audi and he's very happy with it. The S40 has gone down to Gloucester, so that's gone as well. And James Bond's BMW. We've got to leave that because that is open. My good friend Matt Bavaria, in fact, you will have seen me talk about this car in the Friday video. My good friend Matt Bavaria has been, well, he's got it, and I've said I'll have it. And there's a BMW E38 event coming up. So I might try and make 2 and 2 go together for that one. So we'll leave that because that is incoming. The Seat Leon, I have no idea. This is a bit of an unknown. If you're interested in that yellow Seat Leon, please do get in touch because as you can see, it's so far down the list that I forgot about it. I think that's all the cars for the moment. I don't own as many cars as people think that I do. I do need to phone my insurance today and take some off because there's been some major changes this week. So that concludes the fleet update section of the video. So you're all wondering, what's in your boot, Geoff? Well, let's go through it all, but before we do, let's remember one of the cars that I have absolutely forgotten because I haven't seen it for ages. The white 850 soon to be police car. That, I haven't forgotten, is ongoing. You will be seeing that quite soon on the channel. I've got some pretty special plans for it. So, without further ado, what arrived in the post this week? This didn't. I found this at shop. I like a cheeky air freshener, so that's going to go in the Mini. These didn't, because I owned these before. These glasses, many of you have asked, my driving glasses, you can see there, they're from a company called Opulize, and they are cheap and they are brilliant, so I can recommend those. Those are good. The Wolfbox, I already had. You've seen this on the channel before. This is a jump starter, it's a battery pack for your phone, and it's also a air compressor for doing your tyres up. This is one of the most useful products I've ever been sent. I can recommend it. It's really meaty as well, and I can run my laptop off it, so that is one of my favourite things at the moment. Then I filmed a video the other day where I borrowed my friend Craig's phone. You all said that's brilliant, the quality was way better, you need to get a new phone, but instead I went out and bought 4 lightning cables for my iPhone 13 mini. Those are the keys to my Mini. This is the phone mount that I use. This isn't new, but it was in the car, and I guess it is new because it arrived with me this week. Because what did I do? I left it in a car that I had sold, and the gentleman very kindly posted it back to me. It's a small rig, it's called. Not a sponsorship. These are not cheap, but they are very good. I think they're about 35 quid each. And I've gone through loads of them because I keep losing them. So if you've got one of my small rigs, I'm guessing you're not going to send it back because they're so damn useful. Speaking of damn useful, if you've got cars where you often put things on the roof, I ordered these the other day. I kept seeing these pop up on Marketplace. And I tell you what, let's see how they work. Because this is for if you've got like roof tents and stuff. So I think what you do is you hook it onto that somehow, but obviously that's not going to work. It's supposed to go up through there. Is that right? Like that? No. So I think it's meant to hang like that on the door, but obviously on an 850 it doesn't work. Does it work on a 1 Series? On a 1 Series BMW, yes, it's going to work, look. So you stand on that, wearing my slippers. Brilliant, and then you can get up on your roof. That's quite a useful thing. Also, if we're talking about stuff I got this week, I got this, which is a nylon cord deluxe American Superstar meter American football. Geoff, where did you get that from? I hear you say. The tip. Somebody was throwing it out. I said, what are you doing with that American football? And they said, oh, we're getting rid of it. I said, oh, I'll have that. So I'll tell you what we'll do actually at the end of this video. I'll go and get the adapter and we'll pump it up with the Wolfbox. Okay, great. Brilliant video this, Geoff. That's Amy McDonald. I like to take her everywhere with me, to be honest. Mrs. G gets quite jealous because I do fancy Amy McDonald. And if you watch the interview on Top Gear, she's a proper car guy. Well, obviously, she probably is a car guy these days. But she did one of her albums just so that she could get an Audi R8. I'm a big fan, especially the track Run. These are number plates for the Buick Skylark. These are from a company called Europlate. The link is in the description, and they are brilliant. I've had a number of repro plates from these guys, and this time I emailed and said, oh, can I have some plates for a Skylark? And I did get them free because I said I'd put them on the channel. However, he also said he would do me a surprise number plate. So I didn't know what to expect, and here is the big reveal of my surprise number plate. It's Alabama. How cool is that? I love American number plates. So if that car goes to a show, that's going to be the perfect plate to put on the back. As I say, with the Skylark, you will learn more about this car in the coming days and weeks. I bought it, was contacted by someone who wanted to buy it. I agreed that I would sell it, and then it broke. So at the moment, I'm waiting to do the alternator and the starter motor on it, and then I will film a video of delivering it. It hasn't got to go too far, so that's exciting. What else have we got? This box here. Not going to bother opening it, but that is centre caps for the Saab 9.3. You've all now seen my Saab 9.3 video. You were all telling me that the centre caps looked awful. That's a new set that will go with the car when it's sold yesterday. Now, let's get on to the main sponsor of this video. It's not a sponsor, actually. They just sent me some stuff. These guys saw that when I was driving across Bulgaria, I took a 20-litre jerry can with me. So not only have they replaced my 20-litre jerry can with this really smart one, Wavian, they've also sent me some of their Hippo cans, which are these. Now that means you can carry fuel with you safely and securely, but also these are super compact. So this is a 10 litre. So this is a 10 litre Hippo can. And if we go over to the back of the Volvo, have I got the spare wheel in there at the moment? I think I've got a full-size spare in there, but wait, with Volvos, you can pull this up, and underneath, you could probably store some spare diesel, which, if you've got a car, not so much for like, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get any diesel, but the Volvo 850s particularly, because they're old, sometimes the clock will tell you you've got 75 miles range left, and then it will just conk out. My red one conks out at 55 miles left. It lies to me. Having been really accurate for 800 miles, it lies at the last point. So this can particularly is going to be brilliant for my 850 TDI because it is so lightweight that it can just live in the back of the car with some fuel in it. And if ever I'm in a pickle, or if you're at the side of the road and like you see someone else broken down, you can help people, because that is brilliant. Real nice quality, comes in loads of different colours. Yeah, that's a Hippo can from Wavian, jerrycans.co.uk. And if I went all out on that sponsorship section, it's because I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to work with them some more in the future. I really like the idea of it. I think they're really good products. And that is something that, I mean, you're never going to replace that, are you? That's the thing. You buy one of those, you're going to have it forever. So I do think stuff like that is well worth investing in. Not so sure about my my car stander-upperer. But to be fair, because this door is on such an angle, maybe that doesn't work so well. Maybe it'd be better there. Right, there you go. Now I can climb right on the roof of my car with ease. And I can film all the stuff that's in the other car. That actually is a decent product if you've got the correct car for it, which this one clearly is. So again, just a useful thing to keep in the back of the car. And I think that was about £7 on eBay, so I bought 2 of them. I'll put all the links for all the products in the description. And finally, there is an and finally section. This car is the 850 TDI automatic that has very faded paintwork. Don't worry about the tyre, it's going to have a completely new set. I posted on Facebook the other day saying, what products and techniques would you use to improve the paintwork on this car? And many of you got very, very technical. There you gave me names of lots of expensive products and machine polishers and all of these different things that I can go and purchase, and different liquids and different cutting compounds. And then I got this brilliant voice note from Rescue Ron. Play the note, Geoff. Ron doesn't know that you're going to play this on YouTube.
Hey Geoff, I've just seen your post on Facebook about your pink 850 and how would you get the paint back up. I'm not even joking, right, mate? Don't waste money on fucking teacups or anything like that. Go get some Sif from the shop cream cleaner. Do you know the white stuff what you clean the oven with? It's exactly the same as fucking teacup, mate. Rub it on, let it go dry and cloudy, rub it off. Or better still, do it with a buffing wheel and machine it and keep the fucking sponge wet. Instead of paying fucking like 10 quid for fucking teacut or more money, just go get a pound bottle of fucking Sif from your corner shop, mate. An old car dealer learned it me years ago when I was 14 when I was a kid. I've used it ever since, mate. It's like a watered down teacut. Works exactly the same.
So there we go. After all the professional suggestions that you lot gave me, I went and got some cream cleaner and some microfiber cloth. So guess what we're going to do at the end of this video? That's right, we're restoring a Volvo. Are you ready? This is going to be brilliant. Ron, if this works, right? I mean, Ron's already a genius. Just the nicest guy. Like, if you're in trouble and you need Rescue Ron, there's no one you want to see coming down the hard shoulder when you're in a bind than Rescue Ron in his big green. He needs a theme tune, doesn't he? Rescue Ron, Rescue Ron. Rescue Ron's gonna get it on. If it's overweight, it don't matter. He'll take Volvos or fatter. Rescue Ron is gonna save your day. There you go, Ron. Made that just for you. Right. Let's use my very professional cream cleaner and just see what it does. Never done this before. Ron basically said that this is the exact same thing, and my thumb's probably melted off now. He said this is the same as Tea-Cut, just diluted. Rescue Ron, Rescue Ron, Rescue Ron's probably gonna get it on. If It's overweight, it don't matter. I'll take a Volvo or fatter. Rescue Ron is gonna save your day. Everybody knows his bright green truck. When your car is making noise and you think, oh fuck, maybe Ron will just be down the road. He'll be knock. He'll be bing, bing. What's up to your phone? The best was when he rescued me with the BMW 3 Series van. When the alternator went on that terrible, terrible day, that time it was dangerous, and I have never been so happy to see Rescue Ron. Right, I'm not going to do this for long, but tell you what, that ain't bad, is it? How's that coming out on the camera? Rescue Ron, Rescue Ron, Rescue Ron. If it's on, it's gone. He'll turn up with his big straps and probably be wearing a vest, because Rescue Ron's service is the best. Glad none of my neighbours have come out whilst I've been doing this, singing a song about a big man in a vest who's got straps. Wow. This guy is weird. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. This guy's funny. Right, I guess after that you probably have to polish it, but I wonder if I've got any like instant spray polish. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The answer all along was just a little bit of cream cleaner. It used to be called Sif. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video.